Hello everyone, Killicardwine here playing Pro Cycling Manager 2020. Giro d'Italia, we're gonna go into stage 16. Three stages today will be flat. This is a rather long one, we can see it's super flat. Then stage 17 is also a flat one, much shorter, but not super difficult when it comes to climbs or anything like that. And then stage 18 will be a mountain stage. A tough one, we need to be ready. We can see that our fitness peak is over. We still get +1 because this is an objective for us. Freshness is actually back to 100%. I think we just had a rest day. I think it was a rest day, so that is why we are back to freshness 100%. We need to make sure that we are in a peak performance coming into stage 18, because I feel like that is going to be a super important stage. Favorite for this one is of course Caleb Evan and Ryan Gibbons, because they have been very strong. Wout van Aert we also know is very good at the moment. Um, Hopefully Caleb Evan is also out of fitness peak, because he on the last flat stage he didn't finish that well. So hopefully we can get more points than him even on a stage like this. No objective for a flat stage. We have a +2 day. Hopefully that will continue all the way through the rest of this Giro d'Italia, but I guess it is unlikely. Um, Super flat stage, as we have already talked about. Super flat. Uh, it's just going to be about holding on. We need to make sure we are in a good position up in front. And I would assume that today will be about crosswinds, and there might be teams trying to break up the peloton. And if that happens, we need to make sure that we are on the correct side of um, the peloton falling apart. But it's also possible that that will not happen. I guess I haven't seen it that much in the 2020 edition. I think it was more common in previous editions of the game, but maybe I am wrong about that and just haven't played enough. It's a long stage, so it's possible that a high pace will put a lot of people in trouble if there are crosswinds. Breakaway is going to win this stage. My team have been working up in front for the entire stage, and the pace have not been very high. None of them were really tired before we got to the maybe 25-kilometer mark. Then the pace started to get a bit higher, but still a super easy day with the breakaway 10 minutes ahead of the peloton at the moment, so it's going to be a victory for them. It looks like Jonathan Dibben and Rivi are going for the victory, but Vermeers, Cavagna and Vakoc are just behind him, so maybe all 5 of them will be sprinting for it. We'll still see if we can get a few points. Oh, we are still super far away. Oh, I took the energy. I marked one of the guys in the breakaway, and they were 5 kilometers from the goal line, and I just messed things up. And then I saw that we were more than 11 kilometers from the goal line, so we wasted our energy gel and our skills. Not sure what I was thinking. Let's speed up the game a little bit, because then we are not going to be competing. Jonathan Dibben is the winner. 85 effort, see if we can move up. We have Duby helping us. 89 effort is totally fine as we move up a little bit here. We are not in the best position. Someone tried to knock us off the wheel of Duby. Let's start the sprint. See if we can get a few points. Maybe we started a little bit too early. Evan is gonna take a lot more points than us today. He takes 6th place. And will we get anything? We get 1 point. 1 point is better than no points. Breakaway taking a massive victory, 8 minutes and 33 seconds ahead of the peloton. 15th place for us. Nothing changed for the general classification. We lose a few points to Caleb Evan. Let's have a look. He got 10, we got 1, so we dropped 9 points. We are 36 points ahead of him still. Don't know, there were no mountain points on this stage, so nothing changed for that one. I did not bother to look at the pre-screen because it was just a flat stage. It's a, as I said before, a very short one, 116 kilometers. And this is the profile of the stage. Some small climbs there, nothing really special. And then quite a long flat plus 3 day, so that's good, I guess. Will it be another day for a breakaway? I'm going to assume that no one dangerous will go into the breakaway, and then they will be allowed to get into a good position to win the stage, just as on the previous one. Van Mark, Lindemann, 6-0. They are struggling to get away, but at least 2 people looks like they will be out there. I'm sure a lot more people will make attempts. Rivi trying to go for the second day in a row. Um, I will get back to you when we get towards the end of this stage. 23.5 kilometers left to go. There was actually a separation here in the peloton with Caleb Evan, Gibbons, Van Aert, Bennett, Viviani, and a few other people getting a separation, but they were only 8 people, and I don't think they meant for that to happen. It probably happened when they went for the sprint prize. Yeah, that's probably what happened. They went for the sprint prize and they got separation, and then they stayed away for a little bit. Will that mean that someone like Caleb Evan will be tired? More tired at least than they should be coming into the end of the stage? It is highly possible, but still probably will not be a big factor. Is there an opportunity for us to do anything in any of these climbs? I don't think so. I think we just need to hang on. You can see a few of our teammates are getting very tired, but it should be fine. Bernal is just ahead of us here, riding in number 1 with the blue jersey on his shoulder. Yeah, he's riding in blue. I guess that's the mountain jersey. Someone fell. Was it a teammate? Was it someone else? I didn't really pay attention. I just heard the sound. 11.5 kilometers still to go. It should be the flat section coming up soon. We need to decide who will protect us for the last bit here. I'm gonna go with Duby. Please move up to us here on the road. Bauhaus have been far up there for the last bit. Not sure why. Maybe he just wants a good position for the end of this stage. Okay, this time we can't waste energy gel and our skills. We need to make sure we take them at around the 6 kilometer mark. Not sooner than that at least. Okay, there we go. Energy gel have been used. We are not in the best position. Duby, can you help us get up here a little bit with 85 effort? We are free efforting. 4 kilometers left to go. We still need to improve a little bit further. We're gonna tell him to do whatever he wants. Let's move up to 89 effort as we get closer to the 2 kilometer mark. Duby, Stubby, please help us. There we go, sprinting. Bauhaus is in a good position. Viviani dropped. Hulgard, it's going to be Caleb Evan that wins. We're gonna get 5th place, I think. Actually 6th place, that's still good. But losing points to Caleb Evan is not good. But we have 2 more mountain stages to go, so we should be fine for the points jersey. Even if he gets closer to taking it from us, I feel like we should be able to win it if we just play our cards correctly. Caleb Evan, good job. Hulgard, also impressive. Take 2nd place. I think that might be the first podium for him in the Giro d'Italia. Not gonna bet on it. Gibbons also doing well. I can't see Hulgard anywhere for the points here, so there he is. He probably was his first podium finish. We are now 15 points ahead of Caleb Evan, and with 2 mountain stages and a time trial, that should be the points jersey secured for us, even if we can still fall and have to withdraw from Giro d'Italia. But if nothing strange happens, we should have secured it. We can still lose the mountain jersey though, and we can still lose both of the time jerseys. Mountains, big mountains. You can see the first big mountain here is massive. It looks difficult. Second one is a little bit easier, and the final mountain is not that difficult. From the looks of it, it looks like the steepness is not that high. I wonder what that will mean. Will there be more attacks? Will we see riders that are better in hills than mountains compete for the end here? Will be interesting. You can see that Bernal is still the main favorite to win this, but we are also up there. We need a good race day conditioning. When we had +5, we managed to beat Bernal. When we had +4, Bernal beat us. Perhaps I wasn't riding the best possible tactics game thing when we lost, but we know that we need to be in high race day conditioning in order to compete with Bernal, unless he is in the same position with us that he is no longer in a fitness peak. But yeah, I think it's going to be tough, but we are the favorite to win since we have the leaders jersey. +2 still on this day. Where did the second? Attribute recovery and objective are giving us the pluses. That's good. We're gonna need it. Will there be a special objective for the stage from the team? Nope. Just the old one. Oh, everyone on the team is actually going to ride for us. 0 race day conditioning, but we get +2 in mountains, +2 in hills. Is that enough? I am a bit worried that Bernal is going to win yet again. We need to ride perfectly. Let's look at the stage. Easy here for the first bit, a small climb, then a massive climb. That is very tough. Some yellow, big orange, then black, a big part, and then some red, black, orange towards the end, mostly red. So a very, very tough climb, a very long one. Very possible that only a few riders will be able to survive that. Second climb, separated with a bit of a flat there in the middle, but a lot of red, so it's a dangerous climb. A lot of things can happen. And then the final climb of the day, we see mostly yellow, one orange part that is rather significant, but also some easier parts, even a flat there. I have told Bauhaus and Seigel to pull the peloton with 75 effort. I think... No, actually not Seigel, Franchini and Bauhaus. I think I might even go a little bit higher than that, because once we get to the mountains, we don't have any use of Bauhaus and Franchini. So why not put it to 80 effort? There is a massive uh, breakaway today. It's 22 people, a lot of strong climbers. I would assume all the strong climbers that are not in a good position to compete for the general classification, or at least get a top 10 for the general classification. They are out there today wanting to win this stage. Barguil, Latour, Masnada, Toons, Nibali, for example. But as I said, 22 people. That means they are super dangerous. Therefore, we are setting a high pace so that the gap will not be too big when we get to the climbing part of this stage. 80 effort, maybe we are overdoing it a little bit with that pace, but I hope it will be fine. It looks like 70 effort is actually fine to keep up with them. We're gonna stick with that. Yeah, Frankeny, Bauhaus, they are not going to be of help once we get into the mountains, so let's just raise them before that. They had more than 3 minutes the breakaway, I think, but now it's down to just about 2 minutes, and hopefully it will be not that much bigger than that when we get into the climbing. Bauhaus and Frankeny just died. Expected, I guess. So now we're gonna use Lovell and Sagel to pace for a little bit instead. It was up to 3.5 minutes. They have taken it down to 3 minutes. The climbing have not started for real yet. So we're just gonna waste Lovell and Sagel here, and then they will need to survive the stage on their own, perhaps. But it's going to be worth it just to make sure that the breakaway will not dominate the stage too much. Because, of course, if you want to win the mountain jersey, maybe breakaway dominating is not that big a deal. I'm gonna tell them to stop now anyway. Actually, they're gonna be told to maintain their own objectives for the day. We're gonna move up to 85 effort because Ganna is setting the pace. Who else saw? I think I saw Carapaz up there as well. Okay, he's just behind them. So Ganna setting the pace. Ineos want to make something happen here on this stage. We are up in a good position. Frankeny is protecting us at the moment. We can see that Duby, that should be the person that we take help from at this point, is not in a great position, but we need to see if he can get to us, because we need someone next to us, and it's only Duby and Landa that can keep up with this climb. Or at least that is what I am imagining will happen. 12.5 kilometers to go in the climb. I will get back to you later at some point. We are still in the first climb. We are 6.5 kilometers from the goal line. So only 6 kilometers of uphill riding from when I last saw you, and things have happened. Can you see him? Bernal just attacked. He attacked into the breakaway, and we can see that we are almost dead. We are super tired. Yellow bar is hurting so much at the moment. So things can happen here. We can get dropped. Bernal is pacing. Only 44 people in the main group at the moment, and probably a lot of people about to drop. Can't really see much behind us. Duby, our teammate, he had to give up. We're gonna set Landa to protect us, not helping with any pacing. Bernal, he stopped pacing. 34 people in this group now. Nibali comes up. I would imagine that a few people from the breakaway were actually able to get and follow this group, because they had a some big climbers, Barguil, Tours, Nibali, they were all in the breakaway. Um, a bit curious if Bernal blew his fuse. Barguil is attacking. He wants to start another breakaway, perhaps. We are actually stronger now than we were when Bernal attacked. This is interesting. Let's look at the rankings. I want to see where Barguil is. He is far behind us, but a lot of points still to ride for. So we can't let him do whatever he wants. Actually, 40 points for the mountains here. Latour is going as well. Ciccione is going. We need to pace. Um, Even if we don't catch Barguil and Latour, we need to make sure we get a lot of points. With a little bit of luck, maybe we will be able to drop Bernal, but that looks unlikely. Can we go faster? Is that a smart idea? Uh, yeah, Landa, you come up to protect us just for a few seconds. Uh, Third place, that's fine. We need those points for the Mountaineers here. Now we need to slow down. 20 people in the main group at the moment, with 2 people ahead of us on the road. We can see that Barguil is now in second place for the Mountaineers. He overtook Bernal. And how many points was that? He had 140 something, we had 180 something. So less than 40 points, I would say. Maybe it was 37 points or something like that, that we are still ahead of Barguil. Let's have a look at the next mountain. 32 points for the winner of that one. And we can see that first place took a lot of points compared to second place. In the next mountain, first and second get a lot of points. Third get a lot less. So that Barguil will get a lot closer to us. This is a worry, but we should place better than him in the final climb of the day. I hope. But we are starting to be in a worse position for the mountain jersey than we expected to be. Tough climb, very, very tough. Wood poles goes on the attack. There is a massive gap to Barguil. He got more than 3 minutes on the main group here. That is slowly thinning out again as we are halfway up the second big climb of the day. 4 kilometers left to go to the goal line. Latour is going to surrender very soon. That means that the gap have quickly dropped. Barguil is only 2 minutes ahead of us now. Can we go for it? Second place would be massive in this climb for the Mountaineers. Who else is up there? Vote pools, of course. Almeida attacking. We need to pace. Bardet attacking. Can we get into a better position here? We're gonna use up Landa. Hopefully he can catch back up in the downhill so that we can have a little bit of use for him. We are wasting quite a lot of strength here. Bernal is trying to follow us easily, actually. He is easily moving past us, actually, as we get stuck behind this car. Second place that I wanted will not happen here. We are dropping quite far behind Bernal. Bernal is making a move to win this Giro d'Italia. We need to get with a good group here. We are 5 people together. Barguil and Pools among them. What happened to the Mountaineers? I'm not sure. I missed to keep track of that one. 2 people, Bernal and Almeida, are in front of us. Bad that Bernal got a helper. That means that he will probably be able to make a good recovery. We should also make a good recovery with this group. Who is together with us? It is Pogacar, Simon Yates, Barguil, and Pools. So I feel like that is a strong group to be with. Hopefully, Yeah, I would like to see more people join this group. We're gonna get some water. We are in last place in this group anyway, so it should be easy and fast. There we go. We shouldn't lose any strength or anything getting that water. We are actually dropping a little bit here. I'm a bit worried. So I need to up the effort to 92 just to make sure that we keep up. I am very worried about our position. This downhill is soon to be over, and I don't want any mishaps. Yeah, we are struggling to keep up with 92 effort. They are really going for it. Bernal got 25 to 30 seconds. Now it will be interesting. Will they try to pace up in front? Barguil is attacking. That's fine. Pools is helping with the pace. Pogacar is helping with the pace. We are taking it easy. That might be a disaster for us. Bernal is up on his own. He is without help as Almeida have dropped. There we go. We are more people in this group now. Carthy is pacing for Uran. Where is Uran placed in the standings? 7th place. Um, they are going really fast. We need to make sure that we don't waste effort. We can drop to the little bit. 82 effort looks to be fine. What is happening up in front? Almeida is back with Bernal. Barguil gave up his attempt. I am hoping that Bernal is super tired now. 13 kilometers left to go. We are still in a pretty easy part of the climb. It's going to be more difficult soon. And that is where we need to be strong when it gets more difficult. Attacks coming from Pogacar and Higuita. Higuita and Pogacar, they are placed well, but Higuita is I think he's still in 3rd place, but more than 4 minutes behind us, so we shouldn't be worried about that attack. The problem with it is that they might help Bernal. They might be helping Bernal up in front of us. Ooh, they have more than 50 seconds. It's going to be a minute soon. I am trying to play it cool, but I am super worried that we are losing this Giro d'Italia here in this very weird climb. We are in the most difficult part now. Should we make a move? I hope this is fine. We are 1.5 minutes behind at the moment. This is not fine. 75 effort. Let's see if we can pace for a little bit. Just a little bit of pacing to see if we can get closer to them. This will give us an idea what kind of pace they have. Pools is attacking, totally fine. We are totally fine with him pacing. It's going to be the flat section soon. We don't want to pace in the flat section. It's down to less than a minute. They should be more tired. They should be more tired than us. 5 kilometers left to go. We are letting other people set the pace as we are preparing for that. This climb, we're going to use 70 effort and pace. Pools, we are going to catch him fast. 75 effort. We are closing in on the 4 in front of us. We want to catch them as soon as possible. We're gonna use the aerodynamic skill as well. Higuita is pulling up. He is not able to keep our pace. We are now first. Who will follow us? Will Bernal be strong enough to keep up? He is trying. He is really trying. 1 kilometer left to go. Our red bar is going down. We can't really sprint yet. There we go. Bernal is going to win the stage. He's going to... Oh, what a massive mistake. Almeida wins the stage. We might keep the jersey. We lose 6 bonus seconds to Bernal. Question is, did we get the same time? there was a small gap between the top 3 and us. Was there enough of a gap to mean that we dropped seconds? Or will we have 1 second left in our favor? Oh, I'm so nervous actually. Same time, same time. That's good. Ooh. When we passed that group of 4 riders, Bernal, Higuita, Pogacar, and Almeida, I thought we would be able to ride away from them, but they all could follow us. Not Pogacar in the end, but Almeida, Bernal, and Higuita managed to keep up with us, and then they had more strength for the sprint. I am surprised about that, but if we had known that they had that much strength left, we should have just maintained position for a little bit once we caught up to them, and then we could have won the sprint that way. But it was impossible to know. I thought I would be able to outride them. 1 second ahead of Bernal, just as I said it would be. That is still. We should be grateful that we still have the lead, but really worried. We get points, so we pull ahead from Caleb Evan. That's good. Bernal moves up into second place again because Baguil didn't get many. Maybe got a few points for the finish. Nope, actually he is very. He's not in the top. Yeah. So Baguil made a massive attempt. If he can do the same thing on the final mountain stage, maybe we need to keep fighting. Yeah, we need to keep fighting either way because it's an uphill finish for the final mountain stage as well. I'm quite sure of that. I think all mountain stages had uphill finishes. So we know that Bernal is going to take a lot of points in those in that final climb. So we need to chase mountain points still, even if it costs a lot of strength to do so. 1 second here as well. Team is still in 6th place. It's going to be there where we land, I guess. Did anyone drop out on this stage? No. Maybe Vermeersch. Janne Vermeersch, maybe he dropped out. Not on this stage, but I think he dropped out since I last checked this one because yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's get forward here. This episode is over. Super dramatic. I'm barely keeping things together. 18 stages have been done. One more episode with 3 more stages left. And we are 1 second ahead of Bernal. This is a big worry, but we could keep up with him today. That is a positive. It was a weird stage, but we could keep up with him. We got the same time, even if he took bonus seconds. So, yeah, anything can happen from now on. But I am positive that if I do everything I can, our rider will be strong enough for us to win this. But that will be in the next episode. Until then, I am Killer Cow Divine. Thank you all for watching.